So you have
There we go.
2 hours to set up, and
Thank you.
still you muted the mics. That's all right.
Thank you all for coming out. Thank you for watching. We're here from 5 to 6 o'clock.
Hi, John.
Chasing Denver is performing at 7 o'clock tonight. And we want you to come on out and support the folks at La Ola here in the Bell Tower. Easy to find, brand new restaurant, great menu, wonderful staff. So take care of the staff here. And of course,
amazing design.
And
this place is beautiful.
Yes, and of course, Bed Bath and Beyond is right up the
No.
walkway here. Isn't
Bath
it?
and Body Works.
Oh, I thought it was Bed Bath and Beyond.
Hey, they have their semi-annual sale, so go drop. I dropped a bunch there.
So of course, as I'm setting everything up for the show, she's out shopping. She said, "I saved 50%."
No, I saved $50.
You saved $50. See, that's how the federal budget works. I saved $50. Well, you didn't really save $50. You spent a certain amount of money.
I spent $25.
But you didn't really save anything.
I did.
So you spent $25.
It would have
to
been
save
$100.
$50.
$75.
All right, enough about us. Ladies and gentlemen, to start off the show tonight, we're going to bring on the owner of La Ola. Can we get a big round of applause for Tom Howden? Yes. Way bigger. Very nice. Tom, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for inviting us here.
Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you all.
So, Tom, tell us how this build-out has been for you over the last few months.
Oh, well, it's definitely been a journey. I think we finally got the lease signed in February, which was a long process in itself. And with the contractor coming in and multiple people working on, like pouring countertops and concrete dust flying everywhere and you name it, it's been fun.
Now, the last 2 days you went open from 7 to 3 to kind of get the feel of things, and today is the first full day of operation, 7 to 11.
Yes, 7 to 11 today. The last couple days went well, but we felt like we needed to, run the place for a few hours and then go fix some things, run it again, fix some more things, and today we feel like we're ready.
So tell us about the breakfast, because you and I had a little bit of chit chat about coming in here for breakfast. What do you have? I mean, you seem
to really have a special interest in the Bloody Marys, I thought. So we've decided to have the same breakfast drink specials that we had down at the beach, which is $7 Bloody Marys, mimosas, and bellinis from 7 to 11.
What I really appreciated
a fit skillet.
And a fit skillet, so you can stay healthy.
What is a fit skillet, Tom? I know we're gonna have the chef on, so I don't want to steal all of his
egg whites.
Yeah,
plenty of fresh veggies.
Yeah. So, of course, we want to know how things are going on the beach too. So, give us an update on how your place is doing in Times Square.
Well, I think you probably saw some pictures recently. We got the elevator shaft that's still standing from the old building has been going under some major facelift, I guess. They put new stucco on it, and it's being prepared to have some muralists paint maybe some memories of the beach before.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. That should draw some excitement, bring some people back down, have something to come see.
And what are your hours down there on the beach?
Good, 11 to 9. Now.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
I almost did.
You did. I was going to have to knock you right out.
I'm pretty sure he was going to say, good question.
Nope.
Yeah.
So, Tom, why should people come here? Why? I mean, explain the draw, explain the pitch to people to get them to come down here to Bell Tower.
Have you looked around?
I have, but not everybody can see on the other side of the camera, dear. So I want Tom to explain it.
Well, we've tried to create, a nice modern beach vibe atmosphere. A great menu, great drinks, fun staff, live music. A lot of the same features that we had down at the beach, just in a little more stable environment at the moment.
Now, did you do the design? Because the aesthetics are point on. I mean, and the art is amazing.
Yeah. Well, Anita Saraceda helped me a ton with all the decor. I had to call a lot of friends to get this done. So Anita was a great help. My great friend Larry, also from Chicago.
I love Larry.
From
help-
Chicago.
Larry from
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah, he picked out the
What?
rustic
Yeah.
wood look
I love that.
on the walls.
And you had Scott Allen help you out too, right?
Scott was my contractor.
Who did the
great
tile?
job.
The tile's great. The whole thing is great.
The tile was already here.
Really?
So it's basically everything above the floor. You know, it's tile, ceilings were here. Ceiling fans are all brand new.
And Scott's
you
going to
know
be on the
who
show
took-
Saturday, by the way. Scott's going to be on our show Saturday. So we're going to
Awesome.
ask him about the work that he's done here for you.
Do you know who took the picture there? Is that of the pier?
What picture?
I should know that answer, but I
Oh.
don't. I don't.
So there's
Sorry.
got a picture there of.
If anyone's ever interested in any of these prints, so they can talk to Anita and she can help them.
Okay.
Yeah, she's in touch with all of the photographers and artists.
So
Yeah.
all the pictures on the wall are from Fort Myers Beach?
Well, I think I actually took this picture closest to us.
Okay.
Yeah, which has that's a picture of La Ola.
Wow.
Times Square, yep.
Yep. And then we've got one of the pier further down, and then we've got an aerial view of all of Times Square.
Nice.
And then on the way into the bathroom, it's another vantage point where you can see like the old beach whale and the mermaid, and that was actually, I think, one of Anita's
The
best-selling
mermaid,
prints.
Yeah. Speaking of the bathrooms, my wife went in there to inspect the bathrooms earlier today, and she came out and she wanted to give you a compliment about the bathroom. So we're thinking the color of the paint or the painting in there. She said, you know what? The level of the sink. I love how the level of the sink fits right into my hand. So
No.
who does that?
It's lower. It's ADA compliant, and I
Yeah.
noticed those things. So I appreciate that the bathrooms are really nice. There's lots of space.
Yes.
They have everything you need. So
Right.
I appreciate that.
She's the kind of person that when you invite her over to house and she goes to the bathroom, she's opening up the cabinets to
I
see what
am
you have
not.
inside.
I am not. I am
Uh-huh.
not.
What do you have in your cabinets, Tom? Never mind.
Sorry.
Never mind.
He like zoned out for a minute. He was like,
Yeah.
what?
All right. Well, anything else you want the folks to know about your awesome new location, Tom?
Well, just come down and check it out. I think that's what's the most important thing is. I think you're going to like it. Come down, whether it be for breakfast or for in the evening for the live music.
And what
Or
are
for
your
the happy
specials?
hour after work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the happy
So we
hour
got
special?
in the afternoon. We haven't talked about that yet. We have
Nope.
$1 off bottled beer,
That
wells
was a
and
good
wine.
question.
Oh, stop it. Stop begging.
You said it. And then $7 margaritas, just like we had down on the beach.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, Tom, thank you so much for inviting us. We look forward to having the chef on. Will he bring
Yes,
out sample food for
well,
us?
First, you're going to talk to my general manager.
Oh, sweet. General manager.
Michael Allen's coming on next, and then the chef.
All
Good
right.
segue. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Tom. How about a big hand for Tom?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
He'll be signing autographs as he goes down the aisle now.
Hey, how are you?
All right. Michael Allen is the general manager of La Ola, and Michael, we usually
Welcome to the show.
welcome to the show. And what is your experience as far as being a general manager of a restaurant?
Well, I've spent the last 3 years downtown. I was the general manager of Firestone Sky Bar and Grill. Before that, I was at Izzy's Fish and Oyster for a little while. So big corporate company over there. Really happy to be with a guy like Tom in
Yeah.
a non-corporate setting.
What is it
now.
about the corporate setting that you don't like?
You're a number. With a corporate setting, you are a number.
Yeah.
You are not a person. And with Tom, one of the things that I like the most about him and his company is he cares about you, work-life balance. I have kids and a family, so
How many kids do you have?
I have 2 kids. I have 1 boy, 1 girl, 6 and 9.
How old are they? 6 and 9.
6
Very
and
nice.
9,
And how
yes,
long
sir.
have you been married?
I've been married 14 years.
Very nice. 14 years, everybody. He deserves a drink. Yes.
Are you originally from this area?
I am from Tampa, but before I came back to Florida, I was in Pennsylvania for 20 years, raising my 2 nieces. And me and
Wow.
my wife had our own children, and I wanted to come back to Florida.
Yeah.
So,
And you're always smiling. I mean, how do you do that? I mean, what makes you happy?
well, I got a good job. I got
Yeah.
a wonderful wife and 2 wonderful children. What should I not be smiling about?
I see. So when
What
you
are some of the challenges
Yeah.
in handling a new opening?
Huh?
What are some,
there don't what kind
are
of question
some
is
of the
that?
challenges of when you're doing a new opening?
Pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Seating chart, implementing a new POS system, programming it, getting things off the ground. We have a new chef, new general manager that's never been with La Ola. So we're trying to copy the beach, but make it our own thing over here.
Yeah.
So that's been a challenge as well. But I think we're doing pretty good.
When you were working for the corporation, like how much did they pay you?
How much did they pay me?
You don't have to answer that.
About 80 grand a year.
Oh, geez, 80 grand to be a general manager. That's pretty damn good.
I know,
It's
but
okay,
you got to deal with a lot of
Yeah.
stuff.
Like,
Yeah.
are most of the customers that you deal with nice? Like, give us an example of a customer that really pissed you off.
I was waiting for that.
I got a bunch of those.
Just one.
One thing about customers that make me mad are customers that will order a drink
Yeah,
and put it in a tall glass thinking we're going to put 2 shots of liquor in there.
yeah.
If you want a double, order the double.
Wait, they want you to put one drink in a tall glass, or
Well, what
totally
they think
confused?
is if you're going to put it in a tall glass, they think you'll put more liquor in
I
it because
see.
the glass is taller.
I
Not
see.
the case.
It's twice as much.
Yeah, we're still
I
going to
see.
give you 1 shot in that glass. So.
All right. So give us another example. Give us a food example.
Food example.
Have you ever
some-
had people get in a food fight?
Oh,
Anything
stop.
really
never,
good?
never had a food fight, but I have had somebody order a medium rare steak,
Yeah.
and it came out perfectly medium rare,
Yeah.
and they said it was overcooked.
I see. I see. What do you do in a
What
situation
does a medium
like that?
rare, like what does that look like? Is it pink? Is it red? Is it pink halfway down?
It's really pink with blood. Well, not blood, juices, because steak really doesn't bleed.
Guess how he likes his steak?
but rare.
No,
Nope.
I can't stand any red.
Completely
I like
well
it.
done.
Well done.
That's
Which
why I don't
is-
order steaks.
Which is why even bother?
My
Like
wife is the same way.
I know, but
I'm medium. Even my 2 children are medium.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
So, what was the question I was going to ask? And I completely forgot.
I don't know.
Oh, I know what it was. What is the right amount of money to tip?
20% is always good.
20%.
If you tip 20%, your server will never have a reason to complain about you.
Right.
One of my things at the bar is you don't really go by 20% at the bar. I usually give $1 a drink.
Right.
I think that's a good amount at the bar. You get
$1
2 drinks, you leave $2. Bartender will never be mad.
Why is it different at the bar than the table when you're eating? It's just
I don't know.
Because
I always kind of looked like bartenders as like they got promoted from servers. So
I
they're,
see.
not that they're above servers. They've just been in the
I
industry.
see.
You go to a lot of restaurants. If you want some of the best service, you go sit at the bar.
I see. See, I
the
didn't know
bartender's
that. I didn't
behind
know
there,
that. So,
Are you fully staffed right now?
oh, it looks like
we
you
are
got lots of
completely
people here.
staffed right now.
So
Yes.
let's talk about the food. Why
Okay.
should people come? And I mean, what do you like the most about the food here?
Well, we are a Caribbean Latin fusion of food. We do a lot of tacos, quesadillas. We have a great entree menu as well, which has surf and turf, fettuccine Alfredo with chicken. But the food is wonderful. The mango salsa, pineapple salsa, those on top of a salmon with some rice. You can't beat that. It's totally like you're at the beach.
Very cool. And for everybody that's listening or is annoyed by the fact that there's talk going on, the show goes till 6:00. Chasing Denver, who we're going to interview at 5:45, is playing from 7:00 until 10:00, and you guys have live entertainment every night.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of the bands that you have coming up are
Tom made the schedule for the bands. We did it last minute this week because
Yeah.
we didn't even know if we were going to be able
Right.
to open today. So Tom has the schedule of
Okay. We'll get
entertainment
there.
for the week.
Do people need reservations or can they come down and get seated right now?
We prefer just walk-ins. We're only doing big parties for reservations right now.
Like-
So it has to be 10 or more.
So will I get better treatment if I always tip 40%? Like if I over tip, is there any reward for that?
That is a guarantee.
All
You
right.
will get better service
See,
if
that's
you
what I
over
try and
tip.
do. I want special treatment, so I always throw out some extra bucks. I also want a discount on the drinks the next time. I mean, I don't.
You will get better service every time.
By the
guaranteed.
way, one of the things we haven't spoken about yet with Tom or anybody is the outdoor seating here. You have a lot of outdoor seating. It's a little bit hot now, but on those cool nights, it's going to be freaking awesome.
Well, one of the cool things about our outdoor seating is we have these awnings that come out the side of the building and
Uh-huh.
umbrellas on the table. So no matter what, you'll never be directly in the sunlight. We have 18 tables outside as well. So
Very nice.
we have a
Very
ton
nice.
of outside seating.
Now it's warm now, but as the season progresses, do you have those like heaters if you need? Because I
Yep,
know they
I would
used to
guess
have
we're
those
going to have those
before.
big
Yep.
gas propane
So
heaters
people will
outside.
be comfortable whatever season that they come down here.
Absolutely, yes.
You should never need a propane heater in Florida. It doesn't get that cold.
It does too.
Come on.
It
does
does in
too.
February.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like how
Downtown,
low
we
is
had
it?
to use them every now and again.
Yeah.
It
Like-
gets 40 something.
It doesn't get into
It
the
does
40s.
too.
I'll
It's-
tell you one thing about Florida from being
Never.
here for 3 years.
Yeah.
70 degrees in Florida is cold to some
I
of these
know.
spots.
That does thin your blood out for sure. So
Yep.
awesome. Anything else you want the folks to know about you, about your staff, about your team, about your new place? Anything we miss?
Your
Only-
wife, your kids,
Yeah.
anything.
Well, no,
Your-
only
your
that we're really
parents.
happy to have everybody here. We're happy to be open. We're happy to be doing what we like doing the best. And just want to thank everybody for coming out. We appreciate all of you.
Yeah. What did you get your wife for Mother's Day?
I didn't get her anything.
That's right, because she's not your mother, right? I mean,
Yeah,
that's
she's
the
not
way
my
we look
mother.
at it, right?
My kids got her a present.
What do you want for Father's Day?
Some socks would be great.
Oh, please. You wear socks?
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to hate the socks and underwear.
Oh, he's
but
got
now,
the fancy
now
shoes
that I'm
too.
older, I
Oh.
love socks and underwear.
Dude, how much did those sneakers
Dude,
I
cost
think
you?
$80.
$80. Well, they look
And
very
how much are
comfortable.
you spending on your socks these days?
I don't buy socks. I
Oh,
get them
well,
for a
there you
gift.
go.
Nice, very nice. All right, thanks so much, Michael. Alan is the
Thank
general
you guys
manager.
so much.
Thank you. All right, the chef is coming out next. Hopefully, he's going to have some tasty treats for us that we can sample.
Really?
Right, I'm pretty hungry right now. I was waiting for some tasty treats. I'll leave a good tip. By the way, speaking of Father's
Tasty
Day,
treats. What are you, 12?
I did want to remind everybody that we are doing a pub crawl on the beach, which includes La Ola in Times Square next Saturday, a week from Saturday. It starts at 12 o'clock at Wahoo Willie's. Then we're going to Petey's Upper Deck. Then we're going to Yucatan, then La Ola, then the Lighthouse, then Rude Shrimp. And then we're finishing it off at the Whale because it's their 1-year anniversary. We're doing a 50-50 raffle every location. So please join us next Saturday on Fort Myers Beach for the day before Father's Day pub crawl.
Before we introduce the chef, I have to say there's a woman that was sitting at the bar that was not happy that we had a run on Mother's Day and
Here.
a pub crawl on Father's Day.
Wait. Here's what's going on with that. In the 5K, 70% of the registrations were women. 70%.
That doesn't mean they want to run. They want to
sure
go
does.
do the pub crawl.
Here's what the conclusion that I came to. Women care about how they look. Dudes are friggin' lazy. They don't give a crap how they look. If we did a guy 5K, we would have made no money. It was all because the women care about, their fitness. Every guy's gonna have a heart attack before their wife does the way they take care of themselves. Right or wrong?
All right. Well, I'd like to.
And I haven't even had a drink tonight. Welcome to the chef, Chef Tyler Edwards, everybody. Folks, he's
Now-
making your food. I know you can do better than that.
Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
No, you're on. I turned you on. Yeah, I got it. So as you were walking down here, you looked like a man. Like you looked like you were walking down the Green Mile. Like I'm going to be so uncomfortable right now. Are you okay?
I just don't like talking around a bunch of
Oh,
people.
no.
I hear
This
you.
is
That's
not a
why I
bunch of
stay in the back
people.
of the
Dude, I'm the
kitchen.
same way. I
Yeah.
hate it. It makes me so nervous. So
Absolutely.
it's just, but it gets,
We're
it gets
friendly.
easy.
It's
Yeah.
easy. It's easy.
Wha-
So how long have you been a chef?
So I've actually been a chef for the last 12 years of my career. A lot of my background is fine dining and Marriott corporate hotels and stuff like that. So that's pretty much a lot of where I've come from and how long I've been in the industry.
What'd you do before that?
Nothing. I've been cooking mine since I was able to
Okay.
work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, where did you go for training, or is this just all just
So
come
I
from
actually
the inside?
never went to culinary school. I don't believe in culinary school. I think it's a waste of time and money, most importantly.
Right.
But I think if you work with really good chefs, you aspire to have the dignity, the respect towards the culture of what the restaurant stands for and the food as a whole. And you respect the ingredient. You work with hard, really good chefs. You learn a lot really very fastly. And the cool thing is you get paid for it instead of having to pay for it. So for me, it was like kind of a no-brainer. So that's what I did. I challenged myself. I worked with the best chefs in this state, in my opinion. And now I'm just here.
I never went to broadcasting school. It works out. I mean,
Yeah, but,
why spend
you're
all that
doing
money?
Great, though, guy.
Thank you.
You're doing
Thank
great.
you. A little bit
So
of practice.
what is your favorite thing? What is your favorite dish to make? Do you have one?
I don't necessarily have a favorite dish. I love food as a whole, as you can see. But the thing with me is my whole background is we're Southern. My whole family is a bunch of hillbillies and stuff like that.
Where are you
Right.
from?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Nice.
right? So Southern food is kind of my thing. You know, I like collard greens with my grandma's biscuits. You know, country ham. You know, that's my kind of way to go. Is, you know, just stuff like that. But here, I like to make things very bright, colorful, sexy, good colors, great flavor, beautiful plating. You know, that's the kind of what we're trying to aspire here for right
Okay.
now for moving forward.
What do you do when when the server comes back and somebody's made like 9,000 changes and adjustments to the thing?
So at first, when I first became a chef, that was kind of difficult to deal with. You know what I mean? But over time, it's become very easy to deal with, just because that's the kind of culture that we've grown into as a hospitality business, right? So there are a lot of requests, there are a lot of special diets and stuff like that too. So we've adapted very well to that. You know, so that's not something that we are afraid to do or take care of. We are here for our guests at the end of the day, right? They are the ones who come in, they support us, all of our families. The least that we can do is cater to them and their needs. So for me, it's not an issue at all.
Nice.
I happily take care of whatever they ask for.
We have a question from our live studio audience on Facebook.
Okay.
How do you make food look sexy?
The way you make food look sexy is you got to do it from the heart. All right. It sounds kind of corny and they're probably wanting like a funnier answer, but
No.
the truth is this: you got to do it from the heart. You got to think of it. If I was eating this, how would it look for me? How would I want it to look? How would I want to eat it? How would I plate it on this dish? You know, you got to think of those little things. You got to pretend that you are the guest when it comes to plating food, cooking food, seasoning, cutting. Everything that you do, you have to think about it from the guest perspective.
So now, are you married?
Yes, I am married, happily married.
Why are you
Yeah,
asking personal
no,
questions?
because I think that's the thing. You know, women will, you know, say, it'd be great to be married to a chef. Like you'd get great food.
No,
or
'cause we do a
or
lot
a
of long
mechanic.
days.
You can fix your own stuff.
Well, the thing is my wife will probably be very upset, but
Oh,
you know,
do it,
she,
do it.
I definitely, let's just say I take really good care of her feeding her.
Yeah.
Right. Let's say it that way. She's also been very great with my career, because what I do as you know, as in this career, it takes a lot of time. There's a lot of hard days, a lot of long hours, a lot of stress. Having somebody to come home to who supports me definitely helps me do my job a lot easier.
Oh, I wish I had somebody
Do you-
like that.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. So do you practice at home and then she's the beneficiary of all your practicing?
So to be completely honest with you, I don't really practice at home.
I
I mean, a lot of my practice is when I'm at work, right? So the days that it's slow or that nobody's here or whatever, I think I read books, I draw things out, or I cook them and play them myself and I try them. You know, I try to figure out ways to make things better every single day. I mean, that's one of the good things about being a chef, is there's always going to be a way to fix something.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just, I don't really have a specific way that I do it. I kind of just, however it feels right is what I do.
So when it's crazy busy and you see all these orders and you got people running around trying to cook things, I mean, how do you keep all that in order? I mean, you see sometimes when restaurants are busy trying to get food out because people want to eat, that nobody has any patience anymore. They want
Yeah,
their
of
food
course.
fast. How do you keep like all that in order? It looks like chaos.
So it is chaos, but again, it's how you put yourself through your training, who you worked with, what's your background, so that they can teach you what you need to know. For number one, the most important thing is you have to be organized. You have to be very organized. You have to be understandable and be patient. And also, the best trick is you have to have a great staff. You have to have a very knowledgeable staff who knows what they're doing. It's just as passionate as you are, to have a high sense of urgency and standards. And once you have those two things combined, it's unmatchable. I mean, for me, it's not hard to have 25 tickets hanging in the window, because I know it's what we do, and I have a great team behind me supporting us, and I'm supporting them. So for us, it's not really that big of a
Now,
deal.
who the hell is cooking all the food for these people? You sitting out here for 15
So
minutes.
it's all of my line chefs that are in the kitchen right
Nice.
now. I mean, they're back there kicking ass and taking names.
Nice.
you
Now,
know?
do you have special utensils like special knives? And I know that's a big
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, I personally do. Yeah, I have my own backpack with all my own knives. And,
How much are some of those knives? Yeah.
uh,
Your
one
wife,
of- one-
wife might be listening.
one of my knives is about $700. I don't break that out very often.
Right.
But for the
What
most,
are you using? What do you need to cut with a $700 knife? Like
if
what's
I ever get
what's
like
the
a half,
difference between that and $20 knife?
Very, very big difference. I
Yeah.
mean, the reason why I'll have a
Dumb
knife
question.
like that is if I need to break down a whole tuna, right?
Okay.
A whole tuna, a whole halibut, or half a side of cow, stuff like that. I
Wait,
need
How
a
often-
long. It's about probably 3 feet long.
how often do
It
you have
sounds like
to?
a samurai sword.
How
It
often do
literally
you?
So
is.
Have,
I could just like
Wait.
wrap him right like that.
how often do you have to hack a half a cow? I mean, where do you? You're
Not
just
very
out there in the
often.
fields with the.
Not very
friggin-
often. I mean, just like I said, it's more of a, hey, at least I have one if I need it. You know what I
Right.
mean?
There was a
And you can use it for self-defense.
I can use it if somebody wants to break in. Yeah, that's always a good
no
thing.
no doubt. So we had a chef friend on the beach who had a spoon. Well, how much was his spoon?
Yeah, it's like a $42
we
serving
thought that was a
spoon.
lot.
Yeah,
$42.
soft spoons,
Yeah, but he lost it in the storm.
From
But
Mercer is the name of the company. Mercer. I
Yeah.
got about like 9 of those.
yeah,
And then that's what you use to drizzle all the fancy sauce on stuff.
When I used to do fine dining, yes. Nowadays, I kind of decided to get away from fine dining. I don't want to work at that high corporate level anymore.
Yeah.
I've had my fun in it. I wanted to come back to something like this that's very family oriented, serves its community. It takes a lot of pride in what it stands for. To me, that's more important than working in any kind of corporate place.
Do you ever find yourself like drunk shopping on a Friday night on the Mercer site and oh crap, honey, I just bought another $600 knife.
Actually, unfortunately, no, I don't. I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink
for you.
caffeine.
Wow.
I don't drink soda. I don't do any of that kind of stuff.
Look at you, Mr. Healthy over there. Very nice.
Well, I'm trying to be.
Yeah.
Is there do you have a favorite dish, or is that like taboo in your field?
Listen, I mean, at the end of the day, there might be some chefs that tell you they have a favorite dish, but 98% of them are it's taboo. We just like to eat food that's good
Yeah.
and the way it's done. If what chefs really like is if there's a story to the dish, why it's like this, where it came from, what they had to do to get this dish. Those are my favorite dishes. Favorite dishes that come with a story.
That
It's not
sounds
just
like a
burger.
book. You got a book in you, Tyler. That'd be
I'm
a
actually
good
writing
book.
a book right now. Yeah.
You
Are
are?
you?
Yeah,
What is it
About
about?
food?
Yeah, it's going to be called Gemini, and that's because that's my sign, it's Gemini. But 2 lifestyles, 2 different sides. So yeah, I'm actually writing a book. Yeah.
So Gemini, but it's about
See?
food.
It's about food. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to have recipes and in between stuff like
With
that.
the story of the food.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
See?
Yeah, absolutely.
What was the last time you were in a fast food location and you would look in the back and you were like,
Have you ever been to McDonald's?
I can't believe
Of
what's
course,
going on
Yeah,
here.
absolutely. I grew up in the 90s, so yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was actually at a fast food restaurant about a week ago. I went to Taco Bell. So
Really?
why not, right? Yeah.
Oh, black
Taco Bell's
bean
great
crunch
for
supreme.
being it's not great, but it's like the best shitty food you can get.
Yeah, yeah, because you're going right on the shitter right after you're done eating.
Really,
man. You gotta,
for sure.
Best
100%.
shitty food you can get.
You don't need to take any of those pills to clean you
All
out. Just
right.
go through a drive-through at Taco
We're in a
Bell.
restaurant.
Exactly. Then you're good to go. There's no reason.
Yeah. So, anything else you want the folks to know about the food that might be watching that aren't here tonight? That can
I
come
really
out?
want to kind of pay homage to Tom, the owner, and to Michael, the GM. Tom has gone through a really big thing down at Fort Myers Beach with his previous restaurant after Hurricane Ian. For me, it's a very big honor to be part of something like this. We are helping rebuild his culture, his community that he's been working so hard for over the past decade, right? So for me to be able to be a part of something like this is very fantastic, and I'm very honored and blessed to be a part of that. So I'm looking forward to whatever we can do to bring Fort Myers Beach to Bell Tower, right? And also creating a new culture for everybody, a new vibe, a new standard of who we are as La Ola. So for me, that's what I'd like to say is just shout out to Tom, shout out to Michael, and shout out to everybody that's been coming to support us since day one. So just know that every day that you guys see me, I'm working my ass off in the back for you to make sure that me and my staff can give you the absolute best that you guys deserve.
Awesome. Well,
How about
thank
this
you
crowd
so
for the
much.
opening night?
Yeah.
This is very
Yeah,
awesome to have a
absolutely.
nice crowd here. All right, everybody.
All right,
This
thank
is
you
Chef
so much,
Tyler
Tyler.
Edwards. Big
Thank you,
hand for the
guys.
chef.
You better get back there now.
Did you see? I turned around to take a selfie and I pulled a muscle.
That's like, where were we when you opened that thing of olives?
Well, Wahoo Willies. I went to
Wahoo
open the
Willies.
olives and I pulled a freaking muscle in
He
my
went
neck.
to
I'm still
open
like,
a jar of olives and came away with like
A cake
he
in my
had
neck,
torticollis of his neck. It was like,
well, you can't. Well, somebody asked you to open a bottle of olives. You can't not be able to open it, but
And
I was
Jason,
worried there.
Jason was in the wings from Margarita, so I was
He's
like,
ready to
Jason,
go
you
out the
have to
mouth there.
fake it. If he can't open it, don't open it because his ego will.
Yeah. So the other thing we wanted to tell everybody about was we're having, I don't know if I told you about this yet, Marie, so don't get mad. We're having a follower appreciation party on Sunday, June 25th at the Pink Shell.
Woo!
Yes. So there's going to be for the first $1,000 of beer and wine, and we're giving away a gift certificate to the goods. You have to buy a day pass, and the link is going to be in our newsletter starting tomorrow. So you buy a day pass, and seating is limited because you can't have 1,000 people.
I bet they could figure it out.
No, it's limited to 100 people. That we're going to have that party on the 25th, and we have our trip to Wisconsin planned out.
Well, not completely.
Yeah, we do. We're going to Kimberly, Wisconsin. Go figure. Tanner's Bar and Grill, and we're going to be doing a show out by the pool in July 15th. So lots of fun and excitement coming up. And I believe our
We
final
have to say hello to
we
our
do.
friend Dixie.
Dixie Biller. Yes, from
hello, Dixie.
from
Minnesota.
You sure?
I believe.
I thought it was Wisconsin.
Dixie, type it in there. I
think
believe it's
from
Minnesota.
Wisconsin. Last time she came to the show, she brought her whole family and her whole neighborhood.
Oh,
which
maybe
was
it
nice.
is because it was the cheese curds
It
too.
was the cheese curd crowd. So the last guests that we're going to have are the entertainment for tonight, which is Victoria and Chris from Chasing Denver. Come on down. Here they come. One of the most popular performing bands
how
in
are
all
you?
of Southwest Florida.
Good. Have a seat.
Victoria. Oh, I have to turn
Yeah,
your mic
well-
on. There you go. You are good to go.
How did you figure that out, dear?
And
Thank you.
is this your husband? Are you guys married?
Some days.
I
Some
see.
days.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
okay.
Yes.
This is
My sister, everybody.
Stop.
this is going to be a fun interview.
It's
Yes, for
ridiculous.
sure.
Good. Nice
So,
to meet
thank
you.
you guys for coming
Thanks
on.
for
We
you.
appreciate it. And you guys start at 7 tonight?
We do.
And how long have you guys been married?
3 years as of February.
Okay.
Wow.
So you're kind
And
of
you're
young.
already getting saucy at 3 years, huh?
Sassy.
You got to wait till you're like in the mid-20s, and then you're just like, please leave me alone.
Now, how old are you guys?
Well,
You're not
she
allowed to
won't,
have
she
one.
won't reveal her age. but
31.
30
Yeah,
and
I'm
31.
31 years young.
Yeah. And
Wow,
so are
you
there,
guys are young.
you going to have kids? We're going to have kids?
Don't know what the future holds.
I mean, do you
Wait.
want kids?
Did you think this was how it was going to go?
I didn't, but hey, there's a first for everything.
Victoria, do you want to have kids?
I think a dog would be enough.
I see.
Do you have
well,
one now?
We don't.
Okay.
What kind of dog would you like to have?
Probably like a golden retriever.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
All
a
American.
perennial dog. That's so good. So now, are you guys from Fort Myers area? Where are you from?
So originally, I'm from Ohio.
Okay.
I'm from New York, upstate.
Where?
Where are you from?
You tell me where you're
I'm
from first.
from a small town next to Lake George.
Ah,
Oh, really? I'm from a small upstate. It's Oneonta. It's like in the middle of
Absolutely.
nowhere.
dude.
Big
So
school
Lake
out
George.
there.
Yeah.
Every
I-
summer, my dad would take us to Lake George for summer vacations.
Yeah.
Time Town and
Great Escape.
Great Escape. It was called something else before Great Escape. It was Storytown.
Storytown.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah, that's
exactly.
1,000
We're really
years
old
ago.
and-
Wow.
No such thing.
Fishing on Lake George is unbelievable.
One of the best lakes in the country.
So how did you two meet?
Well, Chris was playing a show at Sunset Beach Grill.
Okay.
Oh,
So that was the original, that's how we really got started, was really from Fort Myers Beach. We played on the,
Yep.
He played on the beach for years. I worked a full-time 9 to 5 in Punta Gorda. I took my mom out for Mother's Day weekend. He was playing a show and he was on break. He came down, chatted it up with my mom and sister and I, and the rest is history.
Now, did you work on this relationship through the mom and sister?
Sorry.
Did you work on the relationship through the mom and sister? Or you went right.
Of course.
I see.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so did I.
You want to get to the
Yes.
apple, you got to climb the tree, you know?
Oh my God.
so how did you come up with the name Chasing Denver? Because I
Wait.
thought when I asked when you
I
were
gotta
where
write
you
that
were
one down.
from,
That was a pretty good
and one
one.
of you was going to say Denver. But,
Oh my!
Oh
Look at
boy!
that.
Look at
Wow.
this.
There are the tasting
Thank you,
treats.
Wow. Thank you.
Wait,
so
now,
much.
Hey, let's hear
you
it
have
for
to-
the chef,
you have to explain
everybody.
what that-
Tell us
you have
what
to
it
tell,
is.
Tell us what it is here.
That's beautiful.
That's our house-made guacamole with our house chips, and our tres leche cake with sea salt caramel. Whipped
Oh,
cream
she's
and
all
powdered
over
sugar.
that.
Wow, my
And I
God.
will
Thank
say-
you.
Beautiful
That
presentation.
dessert looks super
Yeah.
sexy.
Yeah, you really sexed
I
that up
shouldn't have
right
worn a
there.
tight shirt today.
We're not gonna be able to sing after that.
Now, do you guys eat before you play, or you wait till after?
It depends. I don't know that it affects me either way.
I wait typically.
Yeah, we try not to be too bloated before the
gonna
show
say.
starts, but
So you met at Sunset
I gotta try
Beach
this.
Grill.
Yep.
correct.
And so where was the first date?
First date was downtown Fort Myers in December of 17.
You struggled with that a little bit. You weren't sure. It took you a little bit.
Well, I was more struggling trying to get the exact date lined
I see.
up, but it was downtown Fort Myers, and it was at Ford's Garage.
We
Rather.
went to Ford's Garage for
Very
some
nice.
beer, pre-celiac, and then we went over to Sky Bar or Firestone.
We hopped.
We hopped. It was a night.
And you
All
were,
right, so can I ask them?
wait,
the
I'm almost
question?
done with the marriage questions. Let me get to the. You got to
I'm
finish.
gonna
You got to
keep
finish
eating
this
then.
out. So your head's in the way, Miss Giant Globe. So you date for how long before you get married?
Just
year.
over a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, we were
dated for a
together
year.
for a year.
Now, Chris,
got
you don't have to
engaged.
answer all the questions. You don't have to.
Have at it.
He's a better speaker. I let him. No, we dated for a year. Then we were engaged for a year,
Nice.
and then we got married.
Gotcha. And you guys live right here at Fort Myers.
We do. Just yep.
How long did you play on the beach? How many years were you playing down there?
So we've been doing this 5 years together. I was doing it about 5 years prior. So about 10 or 11,
Have you been?
Can I get one in?
Have you been down there at all
Okay,
since the
nope.
storm playing?
a bunch. Yes.
We're at. Back on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you play on the beach when you're down there?
So La Ola. Shout out to Tom and the crew.
Yep, Tom's been great.
Diamond Head.
Yep.
Nice.
We did Wahoo Willies one time.
Wahoo Willies. Yeah. Anywhere that lets us, really.
Very nice. Go ahead, dear.
So where did you come up with the name Chasing Denver?
I'll let you take it away. So, Chris and I, we've been fortunate enough to travel the country during off season here in Florida. Colorado being one of the states that kind of drew us in. And we went out there a couple years back and fell in love with it. We fell in love with the grandness of it. And we realized how insignificant our problems are amongst all the grandness of life. And if you just sit back and enjoy it, you know.
Now, did you do any hiking out there? Because they have
We
some
did.
big. Did you do some 14,000? Did you do some
We-
14ers?
We drove the 14,000. Way easier on the body if you try it.
Yeah. But we did what Estes Park.
Nice.
Yeah, just so much beauty in the world to see, and we just want to chase that feeling of adventure and staying grounded and humble and blessed to experience it. So
And you guys have developed a following in Southwest Florida as one of the more popular performers. How did you build it up that way? Besides having great music.
Well, that's debatable.
all the
But thank you. Once she joined, the music became really good.
oh no, I
Aw. See, they're so cute.
I
You
would
never
just
say that about
say
me.
connecting with the audience is probably more important than sounding good. And
know. Oh, thank you.
thank you.
I know. I would love to get up on that, but I cannot.
You're
I
going to
have
feel bloated
celiac,
when you're
so-
singing. Oh, I see.
Yeah, no
So-
gluten. Eh.
What is your take on why we have a following?
Why we have a following? Well, I would say you put in a lot of work into your business before me, and I think your heart really showed on stage and attracted a lot of people because you are who you are, and you let people see the real you.
I know.
You know, this whole time you've been saying, I can't hear anything, and now you can hear this. You're lying.
But
That's
then
very sweet.
yeah, so we're really grateful, and I think some days are easier to showcase than
Mhm.
others, right?
Right.
But he does a pretty good job at keeping me I guess grounded and he does a good job at keeping me.
You know,
in it.
he's listening to you and he's taking it all in, but he's also like, oh, all right, so go ahead, tell her why she's so great after she did that for you.
Tell me.
So honestly, I didn't hear much of what she said because it's kind of loud in here, but I think it was all good based on her smiles. But
It was all good.
I just think it used to be Chris Kemp was playing here, there, and there's so many people who have known us for such a long time. And Victoria came, and all of a sudden it was, hey, who's that blonde girl, and why is she trying to take over the show? And then people realized that she wasn't. She was just there to sing and have a good time and show her passion for music, and that's what took over, I think. And just, I mean, she's got a great voice. I don't know if you've heard her sing, but
and she's beautiful too.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
well, that goes
So
without
now, are
saying.
you guys? Is this what you've always done? Were you trained? Like, how did you fall into this?
Well, neither of us were trained. It's been kind of just a gift that we were given when we were very young, and our parents recognized it. We recognized it, and we kind of rolled with it. I never thought it was feasible or logical to do music. I never thought that there was that gray area, right? It was either black or white. You know, you're either extremely famous or you're
Doing
hungry.
something else. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I had my 9 to 5. I worked in the custom home industry, and Chris was always just the guy that went for it. And like I said, built this awesome career and business plan, and was awesome enough to let me join. So yeah, I think it really wasn't I didn't think my life would be this, but I'm certainly grateful that it is.
Now, what can people look forward to if they haven't seen you? Which I doubt that's true, but if someone hasn't, what can they look forward to
Classic
tonight?
rock.
Whatever. No,
That's not what I heard.
it's not.
That's when there's too much bourbon involved.
Oh,
What do you
there-
say?
We
What do you
have
think?
shot glasses if you'd like some.
Well,
We've
I
got
think
a
in a
couple
place
of
like
them.
today,
Tequila.
tequila should be the
This
shot.
is true. That's right.
I don't know. I mean, so we don't have a set list.
Mhm.
We genuinely don't know what we're going to sing until 2 minutes before the song.
Wow. So,
So
spontaneous.
Every show you've ever been to has been spontaneous.
Yeah, we let the audience kind of run the shows. What they want to hear, we'll try to do, and if we can't do it, we'll feed them more alcohol.
So what is, you have to lead with something. What are you going to lead with tonight?
Probably a drinking song.
Okay.
Which would be,
Yeah.
why don't you give us a little flavor of what you guys do?
Go ahead. Let her
A
rip.
flavor. I don't even have an instrument. You guys have the
Just-
beautiful
just-
voices.
Oh, you do not want us singing.
You guys have the radio
Just
voices
go
down
ahead.
pat.
Nope. Just go ahead, unplug.
Yeah, let's
Just
see.
So
Go ahead.
just
There you
a
go.
cappella.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Delta dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he was meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? Thank you.
That's no joke. Wow.
Nobody ever asked us to sing a cappella.
No,
so
I think when
forgive
I was
me.
like, I think the last
guys-
time I did that, I was 8 years
No.
old.
And I can
You
see how
guys should
you
do
get the
that.
audience involved right out of the get-go.
No.
Yeah,
No,
we have a
that
great.
that really showcases your talent. I mean, that was really, really good. So I
Thank you.
appreciate you guys
Thank you
doing
so
that.
much.
That
Thank
was
you.
Where else can people see you play?
What, instruments?
No, where else can they see
Oh,
you?
sorry.
I'm sorry about the feedback here, but where else can they see you play in the upcoming days and weeks?
So we're here this evening, obviously. Saturday, we're just down the street at Coldwater Oyster Market. I think next Wednesday, we're over at Roosters, not far from here. Thursday,
Overtime? Or no?
no, we're not at overtime again. I think we're back at Coldwater again, but we've only got about 7 more shows before we hit the road for the summer.
And where are you going this summer?
All over the Midwest. So
Oh, to perform, not just
yes,
a vacation.
yes.
Oh, very cool.
So we do that. I think this is like what, our 5th or 4th year? 6th year on the road? Oh wow. Okay. So we do this every summer. I don't
And
keep
where-
track.
you play at restaurants and
Generally try to do venues that hold a couple hundred to as many as it can. A lot of wineries, a lot of breweries, anywhere that looks like it's going to be fun.
Now, do you guys have a website?
We do, yeah. So chasingdenver.com. We've announced all of our road travels for this summer. I think it's up to date. And then we have our Facebook, Chasing Denver, and our Instagram, Chasing Denver Official. Yeah, so.
And do you have people that take care of all that, or are you doing it all yourself? Oh, I see. It cuts down on the expenses when you do that, for sure.
Well, yes, it does. And we're fortunate that people like these guys make it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't expect much out of us.
it's
So
tough. I have to manage all of the Facebook, all of the social media, all of the. You
Yeah.
knock it off there in the front row.
She's like, I'll tell it how it is.
The people that watch the show know what's going on.
No, you guys do a great job.
Well,
So.
thank you so much. But enough about us. So have you made this like, it's a full-time living now, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when you have the kids, it'll be nice that you save a little money for them. So, I mean, how could you not
Kids
have
affordable.
offspring? I mean, seriously. I mean, look at how cute those kids are going to be, right? Seriously. I mean, right?
Yeah.
So tonight at 7:00, Chasing Denver will be here, and we appreciate you guys coming on and being good sports and
Oh,
putting up with our crazy questions.
no,
but
thank you guys.
we
Thank
get
you
a
for
big
having
hand
us.
for Chasing Denver.
Thank you. And for these two lovely people.
Chris and Victoria.
Beach
That's
Talk
it.
Radio,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you, guys, and we will clear out in plenty of time for you guys to set up. All right, everybody, is Tom here? Tom, come on back down. We got a few minutes to wrap up. Free shot glass, free shot glass. If you showed up in a yellow shirt tonight, make sure you get your free shot glass from Tom. That was the goal. Or if you buy a yellow shirt, you get a free shot glass. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you to everybody for coming. So we're going to have, thank you guys for coming. Thank you. And we'll see you tonight in a little while. We're going to have Tom on for our parting comments and thank him for bringing us down here. Tom, we love the stage. We love the chef. We love the general manager. My wife loves the food. Yep. You're good to go, and got a great band playing tonight. So everything seems like it's off to a great
It's
start.
off to a great start. Let's hope it stays that way. No hiccups tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
So Chasing Denver starts at 7:00, and you're open till 11:00, and then your
Yes.
regular hours are what?
7 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Awesome. Any other final
7 days
thoughts?
a week.
Come in for the Bloody Marys in the morning.
All the beach people, come on down to La
All
Ola.
right.
All right,
Thank
Tom
you,
Houghton,
everyone.
everybody. Thank you all for coming tonight. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
watching the show on Facebook. And we will be back Saturday morning at 11:00 at Wahoo Willie's with Scott Allen will be one of our guests, and our other guest will be Ben Duval from Tuna Skin, because the big grouper grappler is coming up. Mondays with the mayor, and the day before Father's Day pub crawl is 1 week from Saturday, starting at 12:00. Go ahead.
So somebody said we need to get them on the Beach Talk Radio live, like the radios, like our thing.
Our music.
Yeah.
You're going to
yeah.
have to move the food off the table because we have to.
No, I'm eating first.
We have to get out
Guys,
of the way
this
for the
stuff
band.
is so good. This guacamole, amazing.
Listen, I listen to the moochie moochie talk and the cuteness and all that, and I don't know that. I don't think that. Don't expect that from me when we get home. All that lovey-dovey stuff. I mean, they're only 3 years married. When they're in their 50s,
No,
you think they're
I
gonna?
want to maintain my appetite, so please don't talk to me like that.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. Enjoy your night here at La Ola.
This is Beach Talk Radio.
A couple of people in a name that have kind of been verboten around here. I think it's long past due that we recognize Kim and Ed Ryan and Beach Talk Radio for what they've done for our constituents here on the island. They were an immediate source for information and continue to be so. And then they raised, last I remember, was over $320,000 for beach employees and residents. So I think it's a long overdue honor for them. And I'd like to see them have a day of honor, to be honest with you.